What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is not our usual recording space. We are in Los Angeles in an urban and so we're going to be watching Game of Thrones, Part 2. This prequel, House of the Dragoon, Part 3 of Season 2, the hour and 20-minute episode. So,
yeah, love that.
Didn't know we were watching a movie tonight.
Well, lucky us.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good, because we're definitely going to be losing the light. So if I get up to change the ISO on the camera so that it kind of looks the same throughout the video, we'll see.
Don't worry about it.
We're going to dive right in, though. If you want the flowing through action, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. If you don't, stay here, because you're already here. And next week we'll be in an even different location.
That war is now inevitable.
Inevitable. Inevitable.
Do you accept me as your queen and
I
ruler?
didn't plan it. The clock ran out and I ran it. But I'm still standing. I got what I wanted, but now that it's right here, I didn't plan
What have you
it.
done? I had them hanged.
Dumbass.
Remove your badge, Sir Otto. Give it to Cole.
Co. Give it to Co.
A moment.
The funny thing is, I feel like the show sets up that she goes back to help.
Yeah.
But I don't see how she helped yet. Like, the episode doesn't set up that she, like, warned anybody.
What do you mean? He comes running into the room.
Yeah, I'm assuming that it's because she told him.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I just wonder if the episode is going to rest on us assuming that, or if it's going to be like, we're going to see how that happened. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And is this how she becomes, like, part of Rhaenyra's court?
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, Rhaenyra definitely owes her now.
Do you think anyone on House of the or on the Game of Thrones team is like, they used her song?
No.
You don't think there's anyone on that team that's bitter about it?
No.
I could see, like, there being someone who's like, you know what? That was our thing.
I mean, the shows are so closely related that I
Like everybody
think
on the shows.
I just think it'd be weird to have a different song.
Incest. As that one person in our YouTube comments said, incest is morally neutral.
Yeah, no.
Still one of my favorite comments we've ever received.
Yeah, that was something. It's right up there with 10 plus 5 is not math.
10 plus 5 is not math.
Yeah.
I'm starting to believe that more and more each week. With every week that passes,
Oh my god.
I'm less convinced that 10 plus 5 is math.
Oh. Just got that.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Wait, is this all shit that's going to happen this season, or is this shit that's already happened? I haven't not paid enough attention to this.
Yeah,
Because I don't remember the baby's head getting cut off.
No, me neither.
What a sentence. What a sentence.
Yeah.
Oh.
Must be my swordsmanship.
The episode's called The Burning Mill, and that's a mill. We're starting there.
Size at River.
Fuck the assize. And fuck you. This is our land.
Ooh.
This land is your land.
You wouldn't dare.
What a cut. Damn. That was cool as shit. Oh my god.
That's a lot of people.
That's dragon work. I think I know how the mill burned.
Yeah.
Cannot fault him for keeping his oath.
They get buried in their armor. Damn, that was really cool. That was an effective start.
Yeah.
Hotter blood has prevailed, I think.
Oh, they don't know that he's been deposed yet.
Mm-hmm.
Or when Luke took Aemon's eye. We teeter now at the point where none of it will matter.
Yeah.
There may be another way. Alicent Hightower.
You have to marry her.
All right.
There is no war so hateful to the gods as a war between kin.
Hey, it's the line from the trailer.
What she did is not her, but the men around her who seek bloodshed.
She permitted it.
I don't think she knows.
Did the murder of a little boy in his bed.
Huh?
God, thank God for her.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra has a single person helping her.
Feeling kind of stupid.
I don't know, he's the hand of the king now.
Only they'll be waiting.
He's gonna have to find another brain cell so he has two to rub together.
I really feel like he should not be allowed to be the hand.
His banners.
Like, I just feel like that's two jobs. And it's bad. You know, it's like how you can't be like the prime minister and president of countries that have both.
Sure. This is a weird question. Can any of the monarchy become an elected prime minister?
I have no idea.
Huh.
I would assume yes. I don't know what stops them, but...
You've appointed new knights to the Kingsguard, Your Grace.
To replace those we lost.
The last one needlessly, some might say.
Call it what you will. I call it war. And so will Dragonstone.
He's an even-tempered king in charge of a...
Very rational.
Very, very rational.
We will add their numbers to our own and then turn west, where I will enlist the Brackens, subdue the Riverlands, and take Harrow.
As hand of the king?
And as the captain of the... Yeah. Real brilliant strategy. Take on a new job and then immediately leave it to do other shit.
We will be more like to encounter one if we field one of our own.
That is precisely why you must remain, brother. It's a brave thought, but we cannot risk your loss.
Yeah.
I'm as fearsome as any of them.
Sure, buddy.
That's a room full of people who definitely think you're correct.
Yeah.
Allison is like, I can't believe I miss Otto.
Yeah.
God, my dad's the worst and I miss him. What is happening?
I was told you turned back from your ship to bring warning.
I was not believed.
Ah, okay, yeah, they do cover it.
What is the life of a queen worth these days?
You said your earnest desire was to flee Westeros.
And you let me go. You showed me grace when you could have withheld it.
I get that. This feels very Tyrion for Daenerys, you know?
It also kind of feels like it's starting to be like the boys against the girls. Rhaenys, Rhaenyra, and I can't remember her name. It starts with an M. Versus Aemond, Aegon, and Cole.
He's grown restless of late. We cannot know why.
Maybe he's lonely.
Wow, it's really hard to figure that one out.
Do you think someone's gonna claim sea smoke?
Yeah.
But I ask you, make this sacrifice willingly. For all of us. Your Grace.
Yeah, she's about to go claim her dad's dragon.
Yeah.
I think we figured out who's gonna claim sea smoke.
Or she doesn't and it goes bad. You know?
There was a lot in that because she has a dragon though.
Yeah, I mean, it's hung over her since we've seen in season 1, right?
Yeah.
It sucks. You're born into a family and the dragons are what they're known for and you don't get one. It's why Aemond went through such lengths to get bacon.
Really kind of the dragon to let them mount a camera on its shoulder like that. Really made that possible.
Yeah.
What's she doing, Daemon?
I don't know, but he worries me.
Not as much as he worries Rhaenyra. God damn, what a shot. This is the shit that, like, I feel like is always missing on Disney Plus because the volume is, like, shots where the people are far afield and small.
Yeah.
There's no sense of scale in anything.
Yeah.
Everything's so close up. Mm-hmm. And so when like the show does that, if you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Is he just attacking by himself?
I don't think he's attacking. I don't think anyone lives at Harrenhal, right?
No, they just were running around. They were like dragon. Although it might have just been
I don't
like
think they go inside though, right? If this is the darkest season 2 gets, we'll be okay, but like...
They actually filmed this in broad daylight.
Damn, that's fucking cool as shit. You know when they were filming this, there's like makeup you don't need to touch up on him between shots. We cannot see it. It's really fine. Oh shit, yeah, there are people here. I was wrong.
I swear this by the old gods and the new. Supper is venison with black cabbage and peas.
He who sits at the false court of Egon.
Laris Clubfoot is no lord of mine.
Dropping that like high school nickname.
My nephew, Lord Lionel, perished by fire, and his son too. Here, in this damp place. I'd only assumed that as consort...
And we are reminded of the perilousness of assumption.
Boy.
Harrenhal is the largest castle in the Seven Kingdoms. Or perhaps that has escaped your attention.
Well, it is also, not to be argumentative, in something of a state of disrepair.
We march on King's Landing and take the throne.
The throne?
Simple.
It's a big chair made of swords.
He's such a little bitch.
Yeah, I know. It's why we love him.
It's a big chair.
But yeah, I also love
Gwen
that...
Hightower arrived last night from Elton.
Ooh.
Alright.
What a giddying ascent the gods have bestowed on you.
Sir Gawain has volunteered to accompany you into battle.
No one is more delighted than I to march out to war with the Dornishmen. Sister.
I like that someone's being an asshole to Cole. I immediately like him because I'm like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. What's that smug ass look?
I don't know. They have the weirdest
His horse's armor. Yeah.
hate fuck relationship.
Yeah, it's something. It's really something.
They're that couple that has like way too much baggage to still be together, but like just can't. Has been together so long that they just like can't stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. What I was saying. Oh wow, those are still up.
Oh yeah.
That's something.
It seems like that would be bad for like the city, like spreading disease and shit, right?
I fucking don't know. When they're strung up like that, I genuinely
love this music.
You know, yeah.
This
love
is
it.
great.
All of the like, it's all about all the little pieces
Yeah.
of different houses and peoples, and
It feels a little like a Brandon Sanderson book where it's about once the ball hits, it's just gonna be boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
If dragons begin fighting dragons, we invite our own destruction. Fear of it is in itself a weapon.
Interesting that they're like the dragons are essentially nukes.
Yeah.
The value of a sword is not within its scabbard.
A dragon's not a fucking sword, dude.
Yeah.
You propose to conduct the war in my absence?
It would merely be a precaution.
It would be treason.
So don't mention it again.
The wisest of Targaryen kings whose reign outlasted every other. Even Aegon the Conqueror's.
I do love Rhaenys.
Yeah. They've given her some really cool stuff to do this season. They're cute.
I know.
Which means one of them will die.
Unfortunately, it's probably gonna be her because he, like, almost died.
See our way forward in time.
And if there is no time, we are at war, Corlys.
Yeah, there it is.
It is well that I am a good sailor.
It would be kind of funny if he almost died every season. A new person drags him out of the ocean each time.
Yeah, but he's like a cockroach who just never dies.
Yeah.
He actually takes the Iron Throne at the end of this.
Tyraxes and Stormcloud are young and vulnerable. These eggs are even more fragile.
Were those Daenerys' eggs? Daenerys' eggs?
No.
You will bear our hope for the future.
Damn. Yeah, that's a pretty high honor.
I don't know. I think those might have been 3 of the 4. 3 of those 4 looked like they were Daenerys's from Game of Thrones. I wonder if they're trying to tie the 2 together there.
Maybe. Oh, because they are going to Pentos, right?
Yeah. So if those 3 eggs disappear in Pentos for a while, I wonder if that's in the book or if that's something that I'm making up. And if I'm not making it up, if it is made up for the show, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
The music has just been great this episode.
Yeah.
I hope that's not like the last we see of her.
Bela?
Yeah, because I feel like the show hasn't really known what to do with the 2, her or Rhaena, really. Not really not known. There's just been so much going on. I feel like they haven't gotten as much time.
Yeah. And they were, children for a lot of it.
Yeah. But that also kind of felt like the kids are expensive, so we're going to shuffle them off for the plot.
That horrid procession where the small folk all stared at me. I warrant they thought I had no more right to grief than they do.
Ooh.
I said that I forgive you.
Damn.
Is that a forgiveness for something she's done or she will do?
I think she was forgiving her for being fucking Cole while her baby was dying.
I fly to meet Sir Criston.
Small imposition before you depart, then, Your Grace.
I like that he just made his drinking buddies his Kingsguard.
So the Queen Alicent may reign in his absence, with Prince Aemond at her side. Absurd, of course.
Nicely played, Laris.
My father always said he had no use for a master of whisperers. I find myself wanting for one. I should be glad of your talents.
That might be the smartest thing he did to stay king.
Yeah. Well.
I think mayhaps I shall fly another day.
Yeah, it does seem wise on reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're sworn to chastity now.
Of course, Your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace.
Wow. God, he's such a
You can't have sex. None of you can have sex.
Yeah.
I've made it so that all my friends can't have sex.
Yeah.
That's gonna go well for me.
Yeah.
The rightful heir to the Iron Throne, my nephew, Prince Jacaerys Velaryon.
He's your other nephew.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All hail the king! All hail the king! You!
Wow, okay. That was an interesting scene.
Yeah.
Does that guy get a dragon? He was so honest that I kind of believed the story.
You, my boy.
Oh! That blowjob was very in frame.
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck.
Did you fuck her like a hound?
Jesus, Aegon. Well, that was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
All of that was blurred and cut out for you.
Yeah, Brandon.
But damn.
I really have to cut the blowjob. Like, really don't show that on YouTube.
It's one of those weird things where, like, I guess a fake one would just be like a prosthetic kind of strap-on?
Probably. I can't imagine it was a real penis.
Yeah, I don't really see blowjob.
Because you can't show erect penises on screen, so...
Yeah, right? So it can't have been real. Oh, she's reading it.
Maybe. Nope, yeah, she is. I thought she was gonna flick it in the fire. God, that horse armor is DLC worthy. Oh, shit. How sick would it be if Cole just died here?
It'd be great. Honestly, 10 out of 10. Yeah. Let's
Her
go.
dragon is sick.
I know.
That's such a cool design. Ooh, Gawain might die here.
As long as Kristen dies.
I don't think he will. I'm so sorry to report. Hey, that's the trailer shot that made me worried that Cole was gonna get a dragon.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh my god, she's so fast. She gonna light it up, or is it worth it?
Nah, I don't think so. I think she'd have to expose herself too much to do it.
What are they gonna do?
Stay in the tree cover. Oh, that was tense. It's the problem with all that flashy silver metal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Act now, Your Grace. Loose the dragon's root Cole out and burn him.
I have heard your arguments. And will consider them.
God, this show's so fucking stressful.
I know.
And it's so hot in here.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's all the dragon fire. I love that all of this like dramatic shit is happening and Damon is staying at a bad like bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on the darkness retreat that Aaron Rodgers always goes on.
Who the fuck is that?
It's gonna be someone being like, Your Grace, they're coming for you. Oh, Damon, don't cheat on your wife again.
Always coming and going, aren't you?
Is Harrenhal giving him visions?
And I have to clean up afterwards.
Oh!
Harrenhal judges everyone who stays within its walls, or whatever the saying is.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Millie? Take a little break from Supergirling.
Fuck.
I thought it was gonna be his first wife.
Well. Oh no. They weren't actually ever married. Oh, wait, who the fuck is that?
You will die in this place.
It's a witch! Burn her!
All right.
Good talk.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Appreciate it.
It's like how my mom texts me.
She
Just
will
some
die
like
in this
vague
place.
thing, no follow-up for like days. I have bad news and then I'll hear from her a week later.
I would speak with her myself.
Killing her would be easier.
She would suspect some subterfuge, as would I if I received such a message.
Okay, so you dress up as Kristen Cole.
There is one place Alicent goes, outside the castle walls, where you may yet find her alone.
That like prayer circle place
I
where
thought
she
that
lights
was
the.
in the keep.
I think that's at the Septon, isn't it?
I don't know.
Rhaenyra, girl.
Fucking ballsy move.
I mean, the shit she's doing to not go to war is impressive.
I gotta commend it. You know?
Just trying to undo the shit her fucking husband's done.
Because it would be easier to just burn it all.
Yeah, look at season 8 of the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
God, Emma Darcy is so talented.
I know. Oh, man.
I mean, it's working.
Yeah. No, I just, for some reason,
Luckily,
imagined...
none of the Kingsguard know who she is.
Well, because they're all fucking new drunkards. Yeah. Like...
And honestly, if you can't see her hair, it's like...
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's the perfect disguise.
Yeah. I just don't know why she thinks that Alicent's gonna let her out, right?
Let her out?
Yeah, once they say hi, all Alicent has to say is guards, and she's fucked. How's she escaping King's Landing? I'm already doing it. Queen's Landing. Hashtag Team Black.
Thought it was called King's Landing because it's where the Conqueror landed, but I don't know.
I have no idea. I'm assuming that's correct. I'm just changing it for Rhaenyra because I believe in her.
God, there's so many empty bus seats. And this person is just deciding to sit right beside me.
I must speak with you. Your knights would find me, I would be taken or slain. Though not before I killed you.
Mutually assured destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have begun badly.
Well...
They're clearly friends, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, they play the friendship angle of this so well.
Mm-hmm.
I am a mother too, and you have yet to answer for the murder of my son. I repudiate that act with all my heart. Of course you do. I'm usurping my rightful inheritance.
God, their friendship is messy.
Mm-hmm.
This scene is so awkward.
And yet you will maintain that his mind was changed in an instant. I will. You lie. No.
God, they're both so good.
Mm-hmm.
He changed his mind, Rhaenyra. He changed his mind.
You have to believe that, because otherwise you're unforgivable.
What did he say at the end?
Oh, fuck.
Did he speak my name?
What were his exact words, Alicent?
Mm-hmm. Come on.
It was hard at times to understand.
Talk it out. Talk it out.
But he spoke Aegon's name.
It's almost like there's more than one Aegon.
It's a story he once told. About Aegon the Conqueror.
Fuck.
The Conqueror.
Yeah, not your Aegon, you dumbass. Sorry.
No, but that's the confusion. There were 2 Aegons.
There's many Aegons, actually.
True. That's, you know what, facts.
My father has gone from court. God is on the march, Aemon.
It's too late.
You know what Aemon is?
Where's Aemon?
You know what Aemon is.
Oh, I heard you know where Aemon is. I was like, where the fuck is Aemon right now?
No.
Last I saw him, he was fucking about to murder his brother in a brothel.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure she said you know what Aemon is.
Yeah, saying that about your own son. Oof. That's a big oof.
Yeah.
It's so dark in here. I hope the video's good. Sorry, y'all. Oh, that's the end of the fucking episode.
Oh, wow. That felt... Well, goddamn.
Yeah.
Goddamn. It's unfortunate because, like, obviously it wasn't going to work. Otherwise, season over and, hey, you know.
No, I agree.
But, like, I am always Team Rhaenyra. But, like, the lengths going to try and not let a bunch of innocent, mostly, people die. Obviously, there are a couple guilty people who would also suffer. But is it worth the guilty, like, you know, being murdered if countless of people who have done no wrong are burned with them, right?
No, 100%. Yeah, I agree.
I just love her. I love her character. Someone was like, you know, who's your favorite character? And I was like, it's Rhaenyra. She is so complicated, and even though like she's been, you know, kind of like almost like a spoiled brat when she was younger, right? You know, she was a princess. She was
kind of.
She was like, you know, she was definitely pretty harsh towards her dad in a way that all teenage girls, I think, are. Like, I don't think that is, like, a huge failing of her character. I just mean that, like, she is not perfect, but, like, she's still, like, she's still clearly trying to be the best leader that she can among all of these people, all of these men who are happy to burn everything to the ground.
Well, and I think that the story of season 1 is so much the story of her growth from being a girl who... Because really, I think that the big switch for her happens when she's announced as heir. I think that in that moment, she really like changes everything about herself to kind of be the best heir that she can be. And so I think that the follow-up to that is the journey to the woman that she's become. And Emma Darcy, like, they play that character so well.
I'm always just awestruck.
But bringing back Millie Alcock this episode, it was so clear... the two of them play the character together in a way that is, you know what I mean? Like that felt very much like Rhaenyra came back.
Yeah.
And I think that that's super impressive. I think it's really interesting to show Daemon the version of his wife that he fell in love with. Yeah. Right? Like it isn't Rhaenyra, current Rhaenyra, who is there in that vision. Yeah. And granted, you know, if part of that might be the production was like Alcock was so popular, it'll be fun for the audience. But it says a lot about him as a man that the version of his wife who shows up to torment him in a way is the version he fell in love with, the version that he was attracted to.
And the version who didn't hold the kind of power over him that she does now.
The one who was never queen.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting point. But that's what I mean, right? Like
it's complicated and it's juicy because of that, you know?
But it's so fun. Like, I think that all of the men in the show feel that way, especially on the black side, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you have these women who, on both sides, are trying to make good decisions. But Alicent feels like she's surrounded by men who she cannot control.
Oh, yeah.
And Rhaenyra has to control these men who are working behind her back as much as they can, right? But she's not allowing it. She's too smart. Rhaenys is there to, like, rein them in.
Yeah.
And it's, the show's so good.
Yeah.
This episode didn't feel as Shakespearean as last week.
Yeah.
I do think, like, last week's was probably my favorite episode of the show so far.
For sure.
Across both seasons.
Yeah.
And so this is, like, you know, this is a bit of a, like, coming back down to earth in terms of what the show is. Mm-hmm. But even in that, like, it's still excellent. And, you know, I think that, like, this feels like a normal episode of the show. And in that, it is still better than anything else on television right now.
Yeah. I think that this episode, you could maybe say, was a little bit slow. But that's kind of the show. The show is a slow burn.
And I don't agree with that. I think that this episode is slow because Rhaenyra is deliberately pumping the brakes.
Yeah.
I think this show could have moved fast, but Rhaenyra's character is, I don't want to go to war.
Yeah.
And I think that that's such a fascinating choice for the show to do.
Yeah.
I think that if this episode had been this, I don't want to say slow. Slow feels like the wrong word, but I'll use it here because I think that everyone understands what we mean by when we say it.
Yeah.
So I don't mean it to say bad, but the show is deliberate. And if the show was deliberate just to be pedantic or just to be like pretentious about being deliberate, I don't think it would work.
Yeah.
But because it is deliberate, because it is saying, hey, look, this character who has the utmost power in the show is gumming up all of the works to not be interesting, because the most interesting version of this for the audience's ooh and ah and shock factor is a version of the show that the main character is so desperately trying to avoid.
I don't know about the most interesting, but I think, like, I understand from, like...
I mean interesting in terms of, like, battles and dragons fighting and, you know, the dance of the dragons that we all want to see is a thing that the main character knows is coming and is, like, trying with all of her might to not allow to happen. Yeah. And so when the show slows down, it is because a character is making the strongest choice possible, not because they wrote too much or because it's too complicated. I don't feel like this season is too complicated.
Yeah.
But the episode's over an hour long because there's a character in the show who's going, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's not.
Yeah.
I like Bayla's reveal that she's like, I didn't engage.
Yeah.
Just scared the shit out of him. Do you think she would have burned them if she could have?
Not Bayla.
Rhaena, sorry.
Yeah. I don't know.
If she'd caught them, do you think she would have Dracarys that? We would have loved it.
Here's the thing. She was close enough to breathe fire and she didn't. I think she chased them. I think that was as pushing the boundaries as she was willing to go. And I can respect that. Because they're not in outright war technically yet. Like,
if her father wasn't Daemon, I'd agree with you. But I don't know. That blood runs hot.
Yeah, I just think that she was close enough to burn them if she wanted to, but I don't know.
I don't know.
That was a great episode, though.
Great.
Yeah.
Really great. I love all of the Bayla stuff with her, not wanting to be away from this.
Yeah.
But then you got to protect the dragon eggs. And she's like, oh, what an honor. Right?
I mean, it is, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Damn.
It's good shit.
Yeah.
Hey, how's the dragon?
It's good shit.
It's good shit.
Yeah.
If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, go to Harrenhal and get judged and also wet because it's moist.
Yeah, it's real moist.
You want to get moist? Go to Harrenhal.
Yeah.
If you want to follow us on the internet, you can. I'm at nerdynightly.
I'm at Clarus Polaris.
Clarus, who was the algorithm goddess of this episode?
You know what, Bayla, I know it feels like you're running away, but you're doing a good thing.
Do you think we see her again this season?
I don't know.
I think yes. I think we'll at least get a scene of her in Bentos.
Okay, yeah. I think maybe we get one.
Maybe one of those eggs hatches.
And, okay, maybe.
But not the 3 that are maybe Daenerys' eggs. That was weird.
I don't know.
But it makes sense that it makes sense for Daenerys' eggs to have been lost during this period of upheaval within the Targaryen family. Because when else in history would they have been lost? Mm-hmm. Right? Like after this, the Targaryens rule pretty consistently for 300 years. And so in order...
Is it 300?
Yeah, this is 300 years before Game of Thrones, I think.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. So I think that because of because this is kind of the last real huge upheaval societally for the Targaryens, I feel like if the dragon eggs aren't lost here, when would they have been? Mm-hmm. Right? I feel like if the Targaryen house isn't split and doing all this shit, so in a way like that feels a bit fan servicey, it also actually makes more sense for it to happen during this time because it's the only time where eyes aren't on the dragon eggs perfectly.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I thought that's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
If those are Daenerys' eggs. If they're not,
they might not be. You never know.
Thanks so much for watching. Do something nerdy night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.